Vespers. Yesterday we were talking about the about the gift of communication. And in this age, we are in the age of information. The more you know, the more powerful you are. And we again would like to congratulate Angel as Miss Congeniality in one of the pageants in their school. And this is one very important award because it shows that you know how to communicate with people and people like how you communicate. And not only the way you communicate, but what message you communicate to your friends. And so, my dear friends, if we look at the life of Christ, of Jesus, there are three things that we remember whenever he finishes, or when evening comes and he finishes his ministry. And this is to go to a lonely place to pray. And to pray means three things. Number one is solitude. He went alone to a lonely hill to pray, to talk to his Father. And this is also one way for us to imitate our Jesus, to also come into solitude so that we can meet our God. Second is silence. We need silence so that we can hear the message of God to us. Because the Lord God, as we read in the Old Testament, that our God is not in the earthquake, our God is not in the storm or the strong winds, but He is in a gentle breeze. It's like softer than a whisper. That's the voice of God. And we can only listen to Him through silence. In this noisy world, we tend to be afraid of silence. We always want noise around us. Music, people, talking, and everything. The TV, the internet, and whatnot. So this noise becomes a distraction to us and forgetting the message of God to us that we need this silence so we can listen to Him. Third is rest. We know that after God created the world, on the seventh day He rested. We also need to rest, to recollect. And these three things, my dear friends, we attain whenever we come to the Lord in the Blessed Sacrament. Hopefully we attain this. Because this is grace. When we look for solitude, we cannot find it. When we look for silence, we cannot find it. When we look for rest, we cannot find it on our own. But this is grace. And we can only find these three things when we come close to God. And the end thing of these things is communication. What is the message of God to us these days, this moment? We heard in the reading 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 8. Stay sober and alert, because your enemy, the devil, is prowling like a roaring lion, waiting for someone to devour. Resist him solid in your faith. So, we do these things. We come to God because there is an enemy prowling like a roaring lion outside. And this is showing that St. Peter, our first pope, is reminding us and warning us that we cannot take it easy in our life. It is, the living in this world is like we keep vigil. We should be vigilant all around us because there are so many trappings that the world is presenting to us that leads to destruction of our souls. That's why St. Paul also said in Romans chapter 12, verse 2, do not conform yourselves to the standards of this world. Do not conform yourselves to the standards of this world. This is the message of our great apostle. We do not conform to the standards of this world. That's why if we keep silent, we rest a while from the busyness of this world, and we come to God alone. then we can see where we are, where we stand. In our journey of life, we can find where we are, and then we will know where to go. Because God is leading us in this life, and we want to discover His will in our lives. And hopefully what we do now always glorify Him. So my dear friends, one of the beautiful things that God gave us is coming together in the Blessed Sacrament to pray the Vespers. This is to communicate with God. Because this world, as we have heard from the homily of our beloved Bishop, Carlito J. Sanson, this world is already full of argumentation and debate. When people communicate, we are going towards argumentation and debate. Because we have learned so many things, we tend to prove ourselves as better than the others when we come to communicate. And then we slowly fail to understand. Because the point of communication is dialogue and understanding. We do not only present what we know, but we listen to the person on what his stand is. And then we come together in the light of truth. Because the Lord has said, Matthew chapter 18, verse 20, wherever 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, there I am in the midst of them. So in our communication with one another, we bring Christ to this communication so that we come as one in His Spirit. And this is the spirit of unity, my dear friends, to fight all wars, to fight divisions, to fight unforgiveness. And we pray to God that in the end, we become communicators of faith, hope, and love. Amen.